Now, Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana, he said at best, quote, "I believe our country was founded by geniuses, but it's being run by idiots." And that's just one of many of the idioms that you can find in his brand new book, How to Test Negative for Stupid. Anyway, and why Washington never will. Senator Kennedy is with us now. That is a great title for a great book. Congratulations, Senator. But it kind of reflects the age we live in many ways, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And let me say a word about Mr. Mamdani. He's a socialist. We know that because his purse fell open and a copy of Socialism for Dummies fell out. Let me explain socialism to you. I read this somewhere. Pay your kid $20 to clean out the garage, and when he's finished, take $15 from him and give it to your other kid who didn't help. That's socialism. It's soul crushing. Socialism is for morons. It's untethered to reality. There's no historical case for it. It's just an equal sharing of misery. And for all those howdy-doodies that say, well, socialism is better than it's better than free enterprise, ask yourself this question: When the Berlin Wall fell, who ran to which side? And I think that answers the case for socialism versus free enterprise. I hope people will buy the book. It's going to come out in October. It's not a policy book per se. It's a story book. Many of the stories are humorous. Some of them bizarre. They're all true. I use stories to try to help the people understand what the U.S. Senate's really like, to explain to them why in Washington normal is just a setting on the dryer, and to make the case about why it doesn't have to be that way if we just have a return to common sense. I tell stories about President Trump, about my time, the hour I spent with Joe Biden, about Lindsey Graham, about John McCain. I think it'll make you laugh. I think it'll make you laugh, and it may want to make you want a day drink.
I may have to. I don't know. Back to the people that you're mentioning and the people that you talk about. Maybe Lindsey Graham will be the more interesting story. I have no idea. But you look at the leadership now of the Democratic Party. You've got AOC flying around in a private jet with Grandpa Bernie to fight the oligarchy. They're, spending $3,500 on hotels and fancy places, and dining out and living like kings and queens. And okay, that's fine, but I thought they were fighting the oligarchy. Then you got Mamdani, then you got the squad, then you got AOC and the squad, then you got Jasmine Crockett, your friend Pocahontas. Those are the leading voices now of the Democratic Party. Chuck Schumer doesn't say anything. He's scared to death of them all.
Well, look, I don't hate anyone, Sean, but Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez is a creation of the media. She checks all the boxes. She's young. She's liberal. She's attractive. She's ethnic. Her problem is that she's shallow as a puddle. You scratch the surface, and you just get more surface. For her recent conduct, which you talked about, she gets and deserves a certificate of hypocrisy. And I would remind her that it's not your beliefs that make you a good person. It's your behavior. Watch what politicians do, not what they say.
Some of America's you're the most quotable senator. Always be yourself unless you suck. I say this gently. This is why the aliens won't talk to us. If you trust government, you obviously failed history class. I believe that our country was founded by geniuses, but is being run by idiots. Always follow your heart, but take your brain with you. And I can keep going. I've asked you this once before. Do you actually prepare these lines, or do they come up spontaneously?
Nobody writes my
material,
the things I say for me. You know, I've always been like this. God gave me the right to remain silent, but not the ability, and I just say what I think. And Lindsey Graham's coming on. Let me give you some advice. If you take Lindsey's advice, you'll end up drunk, so be careful.
I'm going to tell him he said that. One of the things you say, common sense is illegal in Washington. I know, I've seen it firsthand. Senator Kennedy, great to have you, as always. We're looking forward to the book, and we appreciate you coming on. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.